screen with you, I think it will be easier for you to understand me. And as it's a English class, we should deliver a lecture in English. Do you know how we learn English? Or how do we learn a language? Can you answer me?
By
Anyone?
practice, sir.
By practice. Anyone else?
So by speaking.
By speaking, good. Any more? Any more answer?
Listening.
By listening. Yes. That's the good answer and that's the correct answer. We learn a language at first by listening. When we were a child or when we were children, okay, we couldn't speak. We didn't know how to speak. But when our surroundings, or especially my sisters, brothers, mother, father, spoke in front of us, then we tried to imitate what our seniors tell. Then we tried to imitate. After a certain time, we learned how to speak. Can you tell me which was your first word? Which word you used while you were started speaking? Can you remember? Which word you first used in your childhood?
Mother, ma.
Maybe ma. I.
Good. But you know, my elder sister started her speaking with the word bhabi. At first, she used this word bhabi. And my nephew started speaking with the word mom. Do you know why? Because suppose Rakib started speaking with the word ma. Why do you know? Because all the surroundings, I think his seniors or his elder brothers or elder sisters used this ma frequently in front of him, or everybody will indicate that or would indicate that this is your ma. So ma, this is ma. In this way, Rakib tried to imitate ma. Yes, ma. But
Yes, sir.
what happened to my elder sister? My elder sister started speaking with bhabi because all the family members in our family used to address my mom as Bhabi because my father was the elder brother, and we have so many uncles and aunties. They used Bhabi to my mom. So my elder sister started imitating this word Bhabi because she heard a lot Bhabi. Okay? That's why she started imitating Bhabi. And in this way, her first word was Bhabi. So we learn a language by listening. When we were in child, we couldn't speak at first. You know about movie Mowgli?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever enjoyed the movie, or have you ever watched the movie Mowgli or Tarzan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Several times.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tarzan and Mowgli could understand the language of the animals.
Yes, sir.
Do you know how?
Because
He
he
was
start
raised in this
translating from childhood
country
to them.
By
by
speaking in
listening
animals.
the animal talking.
Right, you are exactly. And you know, when I came to United Kingdom, I found that the children aged 3, 4, 5, they're speaking very nice English. Okay, their pronunciation, their language skill is better than me. You know, I'm a teacher, especially I'm an English teacher, but the children are speaking more fluently and more correctly than I do. Do you know how? Can you
By
give me an
listening,
answer?
sir.
Yes, because from their childhood, they have heard
This
English language. That's why they have imitated it and they're fairly speaking in English. Okay?
Yes,
You
sir.
are speaking in, you, the students, are speaking in Bangla. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But can anyone ensure me that all of you, or especially you, know all the rules of grammars,
Sir.
of Bangla grammar?
No, sir, we can't
No, sir.
sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can't. That's good. But
No,
do you
no, sir.
think that while you are speaking, you make mistake? While you are speaking in Bangla, you make mistake? Do you think that?
No,
No, sir, we don't think.
absolutely.
Oh, even you are writing poems, you are writing short stories or stories, even you are writing novels, dramas, but you don't know the rules of grammar.
Yes.
Do you know?
Yes, sir.
No, sir, we do not.
No. You
It's a
don't know the rules of grammar. So it proves that without knowing grammar, we can use a language correctly, doesn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
Yes, sir, we got it.
So our class is regarding English grammar. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why are we here? Why are we in this class? Can you tell me?
To learn English.
Learn English. Especially which English? The grammar of English
Grammatical
language.
part.
Yes, the grammatical part. But can anyone tell me why are we learning this grammar? Grammar of
To
English
speak
language?
fluently or to speak correctly,
To
read, write
understand
something.
English correctly.
Okay, that's good. But why didn't we learn Bangla grammar then?
We are using this language from our childhood that we
Bangla
don't
is
need the
our
grammatical
mother tongue.
to correct our language or correct our writing.
Yes.
Because in Bangla we don't need to correction. But in English
We are
we are
used to
weak
this language.
and we need to correction.
So who taught you this language? Who taught you this Bangla language?
My mother, my
Surroundings.
father, and my neighbor.
Good. Surroundings, your mother, your
Surroundings
environment,
people.
surrounding people. So do you believe that if you got such English environment, or if your surroundings were English based, could you speak English fluently or could you write English fluently?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we could.
We believe that.
How?
By listening them and
Yes. This process of learning a language is called acquisition. Okay?
Yes.
And acquisition comes from a subconscious mind. Do you know the meaning of conscious and subconscious?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Subconscious means we learn without any grammatical rules, or we learn in this way that we don't think that we are learning. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Unknowingly.
Unknowingly, right. Suppose you want to ride bicycle. Clear? So you bought a book and you started reading it. Okay? So you know
Yes, sir.
how bicycle works. You know very well how to ride bicycle. But by reading book, can you ride bicycle?
No, sir. We can't.
On the other hand, you didn't read a book. Okay? You didn't read a book. What did you do? You bought a bicycle and you started trying to ride it.
Sir, it depends on environment. Especially it depends on practical teaching.
Yes. So after a few days, can you ride bicycle?
Yes, sir. We can.
Yes. This is called subconscious process of learning or acquisition. Okay. This is practical. And if you learn in this way, you know this is everlasting. You'll never forget it. But if you learn consciously, it's not longer lasting. You will forget it soon. Do you understand what I say? So if
Yes,
you
sir.
learn, if we learn a language consciously, okay? If you learn a language consciously with your conscious mind, you will forget it soon. But if you create an environment from where you can engage yourself, you can learn from that environment, it will be a subconscious way of learning a language. So I suggest you to learn a language in a subconscious mind. I suggest you to create an English environment. And aiming this thing, I am speaking in English. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, the students of English medium rarely speaks English. Do you know how? Because their classes are taken in English. So they get an English environment. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So my suggestion is, keep in mind, my suggestion is to create an English environment.
Sir, I have a
Now,
question.
how? Yes, sure.
Sir, how that subconscious process that we follow, sir, tell us please.
Repeat, please.
How that subconscious process that we follow, tell us please, sir.
Okay. Subconscious. You need not follow any subconscious process. Subconscious process is a process which you learn from your environment, which you learn from your surroundings.
Okay.
So in a subconscious process, you need not follow anything. What you have to do, you have to create an environment. Suppose while you will speak in English. Okay, which I am going to suggest you, which I was going to suggest you. Whenever you speak, you will try to speak in English. Whenever you watch a movie, you will watch an English movie. When you will go through newspaper, you must English newspaper. Whenever you watch news, you must watch English news. Then when you teach someone, you must try to teach them in English. So in this way, you can create an English environment. Okay, the Indian people can speak English very fluently because they have an English environment. So they learn from their environment. So what we learn from our environment, that is our subconscious subconscious acquisition. It's not learning. And what is learning? Learning is that thing what we learn from our book. That is called learning. So learning is not longer lasting, but acquisition is longer lasting. What we learn from our environment, that is acquisition. So my suggestion is to you that learn from your environment. Don't learn, please acquire knowledge from your environment. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know, I just I didn't look at all the topics of your syllabus, but what I found from my first view of the syllabus, I found the syllabus very practical. Your syllabus is now very good. What the previous syllabus was, it was just totally bogus. They gave some transformation, they gave some right form of verbs, they gave some fill in the blanks, they gave some articles, etc., etc. Actually, it doesn't play a good role for learning English. What plays a vital role for learning English, that is that very syllabus. So if you follow this syllabus, I think you will learn better English. Hello?
Yes, sir. We are listening.
Yes, sir, we hear you.
Now let me explain how. You are learning English for communication because the whole world is going to be a single country. That is called globalization. In this age of globalization, we have to develop ourselves by making business with other countries. And in respect of our country, what we see, the economy of our country mainly depends on foreign remittance nowadays. And the foreign remittances are coming from the expatriates. Expatriates means the people who live in abroad, who live in other countries. They are sending money to our country. Okay. And the government are taking a part of a portion of that money. So this is our reserve. I think there is a problem. Okay, now it's okay. So with this reserve, the government is running our country. But what I see here, if the people of our country knew better English, they could earn much money coming here in other country. The people of our country don't know standard English. That's why they're doing odd jobs here. Okay. What jobs means they're cleaning dishes, they're cleaning toilets, they're working on building constructions like this. Simply, you can see that they are workers here. But if they knew English, they could be the executive. Okay, they could take the managerial jobs. But not because of learning English or knowing English, they have to do the odd jobs here. Okay, what we were taught from our childhood, that doesn't any necessity for surviving or for knowing the target language. Target language means second language, and here second language is English language or the international language which we aim to learn. So what I found in your syllabus, the total syllabus is based on IELTS, International English Language Teaching System. Okay. When you will complete your graduation, or when even in the meantime, some students will try to go abroad. I'm sure will try to come abroad. And I'm also sure that most of you have a dream to come to a developed country for leading a better life. But for this reason, you have to be skilled in your target language, or for this reason, you have to be skilled in your second language. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
this syllabus has been designed to get a better score in IELTS. And if you can get a better score in IELTS, it proves that you know this English language very well. Okay. So knowing grammatical rules, or knowing only grammatical rules, is not, what should I say, is not all for learning English. Okay. The main thing is we should learn English for communication, for writing. Okay. That's why the whole syllabus has been designed with these 4 sections. What I found: speaking, how to develop speaking skills, how to develop writing skills, how to develop listening skills, and how to develop reading skills. So if you can read very well, if you can write very well, if you can speak very well, if you can listen, that means what other people telling to you, you can understand that these very English people or that very people are what these very people are telling me. I can understand that, yes, this people is telling me this, so it means these things. So you have to do that. So listening is very important as well for learning a second language. So from now you will try to learn listening. You will try to listen from everywhere. So if you listen, your skill will be developed. Okay. As
Yes, sir.
today, our first class, we will speak in this way. We will go through the syllabus, and from our next class, we will start 1-to-1. Now, I would like to request someone to read out what is there in your syllabus. Please, anyone tell me what is there in your syllabus.
Okay, sir. In our syllabus,
Yeah.
it's to credit basic grammar and sentence skills, verbs and tense, subject verb agreement, phrase and clauses, various sentence construction problems. It's on first point. Second point, reading skills.
Okay, please, now let us discuss about the first point. So in the first point, I think basic English grammar. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the basic English grammar, what is first?
Verb and tense.
Okay. Now let's discuss about verb and tense. Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
Before that, I would like to share some some differences of teaching methods between Bangladesh and United Kingdom. Okay.
Yes.
In our country, what we find, teacher makes us understand that this is called verb, this is called tense, this is the use of verbs, this is the use of tense. Okay, am I right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, please mute your microphone, someone. While I will ask you a question, then you will unmute your microphone. Someone is okay. Now it's okay. Yes, I got it. Thank you for muting your microphone. Now it is noise free. Now let me tell you. Okay, so what happens in our country? The teachers teach us, but in UK or in United Kingdom, the teachers don't teach the students. Students learn by themselves. So what the teacher do here? What the teacher do here? The teacher shows them the way of learning. The teachers tell them that you will find this material from here, you will find these materials from there, you will read these things, you will read the chapter of these books, then in the next class you will teach me what you learned. So who is the teacher here? Here the students are the teachers and the teachers are the students. Students teach the teachers, not teachers teach the students. But teachers make an environment for their learning. For example, I can tell you, if I am a teacher from Bangladesh, what will I do? I will give a lecture. Doing word is called verb. Okay. And time of action is called tense. But in our country, the teachers don't do that. What they do, they just suggest some books. They just give some materials and tell the students, you must read these chapters, and in the next class you will teach me what you understand. Okay. Now when the students teaches the teachers, then the teachers tell, okay, you have taught very well, but you didn't tell me that thing. Then what the students realize? Then the students realize that, yes, I didn't tell that, I didn't tell that, I didn't tell that. So in his subconscious mind, in his subconscious process, the topic. This is called engagement. This is called interaction. Okay, interaction between teacher and students. And in this interaction, the students get more opportunities for learning. Without engagement, no students can learn properly. And you can tell me that then the teachers are really very idle, or the teachers don't like to work. No, not that. The teachers give their work on checking the script, on checking what the students learned, where is their gap. Then the teachers tries to make up that on. But they don't teach, because no one can teach you. You have to learn by yourself. If I teach you, but if you don't learn, there is no availability. There is no use of this learning. Please unmute. Please unmute. Someone has unmuted his microphone. Please mute it. Thank you. Okay. So you, the students, you have to learn by yourselves. If I read, I will learn. But if you read, you will learn. And the duty of learning is to you. It's up to you. You have to learn by yourself. I or the teachers can show you the guideline, but you have to learn by yourself. So you have to read. This is the theory of the learning system of United Kingdom. And I find it very practical because it is true that students will learn, teacher will not learn. So teacher will not read, student will read. Okay. If a student doesn't understand anything, he will ask his teacher, but the teacher will not answer him. If the teacher answers him, then one day the student will forget it. But if the teacher tells him that you will read that book or you will find the material from there and you will learn by yourself, then you will make me understand. This will be a concrete learning. This topic, the students will never forget this topic. Clear? So there are 4 modules in your syllabus: listening, speaking, writing, and reading. And I think that if you learn these 4 modules, your communication system will be fine. But we didn't follow this system of learning in the previous years of our life. Now we have got the chance to learn the proper syllabus, so you must follow this. And remember that if you learn this international language, if you can make a good result in this international language, if you fail in the examination, it doesn't matter, no problem. But if you know English, I can ensure you that you will be able to lead a very solvent or very rich or luxurious life in your future. Because if you get a very good score in IELTS, there are so many scholarships all over the world. And for getting scholarships, only knowing this language is required or is necessary. So I suggest you to learn this language. Okay? Learning a language is quite easy, but if you follow the grammatical rules and regulations, it will be difficult for you to learn. It will be hard. So what will you do? You just create an English environment and you will learn it very easily. And as Bangla is your first language, so it will be tough for you to know all the words. For knowing the words, every day you just memorize 5 new words and try to use these 5 new words in your practical life. Okay, so today I am going to give you an assignment. You will write it down, and you will, in our next class, I will just listen from you. You will teach me what is verb and what is tenses. My dear students, I'm a teacher, but what I have learned from coming here, that a teacher should not be a teacher, a teacher should be a student, and students should be teacher, and teachers should be students. So next class you will teach me verb, you will teach me tenses. I will hear from you and I will check your assignments. I will try to find out your gap. then I will fill up the gap. So I will particularly tell you that yes, in respect of learning or in learning verb, you have some difficulties or you have some problems. Please, verb means this. There are such type of verbs. There are these are the forms of verbs. Okay. There are finite verbs. There are non-finite verbs. This is the use of finite verbs. This is the use of non-finite verbs. I will teach you then, because at first I have to find out what you have learned, because you have to learn by yourself. But if you learn in this way, you can it will be acquisition and it will be longer lasting. But if I just deliver a lecture on verb or tense tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you will forget it. So I will not teach you, you will teach me, then I will find the lackings of you. I will just tell you that you have these lackings, and then I will make it clear. These things, these are these things, these are these things. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So you will learn verbs from your books. You will learn tenses from your books, and in the next class you will tell me this is verbs, this is tenses. And after the class, I will tell you, okay, you have these problems. So then I will deliver a lecture on that particular problem. Okay, I will not deliver the whole lecture because it will not help you to learn. Okay, then please tell me verb tenses. Then what was next?
Subject verb agreement, phrases and clauses,
Yes, subject verb agreement with phrases and clauses.
various sentence construction problems.
Okay, subject verb agreement means, suppose when I use I tell I do, but when we use subject he, that is third person singular number, then we use does in place of do. Okay, this is the agreement of verb with the subject. When the subject changes, the form of verb changes. Okay. Then the phrase and clause. Phrase and clause is very important for knowing better English, for knowing good English. Okay. Phrase is group of words, clause is group of words. You will learn it later. I will not teach you. I'm again telling you. But at first, in our next class, you will be prepared with verbs and tenses. Okay. And you will make an assignment, the classification of verb, the definition of verbs, the uses of verbs, and the classification of tenses, the definition of tenses, and you will write down the 12 structures of tenses with 2 examples each. Okay, and you will submit these assignments to me. I will check your assignments that yes, you have learned, because I'm telling you, you have to learn. Okay, then phrase and clauses, we will discuss it later. At first, we have to do these things. And what is next? Construction of sentences.
Various sentence construction.
Various sentence construction. Okay. What's next?
The next one is punctuation verbs.
Sorry, hello.
The next one is punctuation verbs.
Not clear, please.
Punctuation
Next one is punctuation
The
marks.
punctuation marks.
Punctuation marks. In the bracket, there are some items. Did you tell me that?
Yes, sir. In various sentence construction, it has run once, comma, splices, the fragments, parallelisms, error, etc.
Okay, but what was there in the bracket? Why didn't you tell me? You are telling me that punctuation marks. Why did you escape? Please don't escape anything in your life. Okay, I'm not talking about this syllabus, or I'm not talking about your academic study. I'm talking about your whole life. Don't escape anything. If you escape anything, so the next item will be, or the next part of your life will be difficult or harder. So never escape anything. If you escape anything in your life, please remember that you must have to be compensated, or you must have to suffer for this escape. Okay?
Sir, if you don't mind, can I ask something?
Yes, sure.
So our exam will start next to 2nd October. So we need something about the exam. We don't know the question patterns. We want to know the patterns and the what type of questions actually in the exam we will face.
Okay, that's good. Thank you very much. This is our problem. This is the problem of teaching in our country. Our examination totally, our education system is totally based on examination. Actually, examination can't give you anything. You have to learn. You have to know. So if you know nothing, but you are making good results in the examination, actually this is futile. This has no result. But you are doing very bad in the examinations, but you know a lot. So it will help you to be famous in the world. Or if you know, if you find that, if you study that, if you have research on it, you will find that most of the people in the world don't have a very good result. Not even the scientists, not even the politicians. None of them are good students. None of them have very good results, but they know, they are self-educated. So don't bother about examination. As your examination is knocking at the door, you are asking me this question. That is very good. Okay. So let's speak about the question pattern as you have asked me. Please remember that don't bother about examination. Always try to bother about knowing something. In our country, there are a huge amount of learned persons, educated persons. They got A+, they got GPA 5. Out of 5, they are getting out of 5. But it's really a matter of sorrow that most of them don't know. You get C. Okay, no matter. But you know everything, or it's not possible to know everything. You know a lot. It will help you to reach your destination. But this result will not help you to reach your destination. If you make a good result in your examination, but you know nothing, you got A+ in English, but you can't write, you can't read, you can't, you don't know the other speakers, what they say. So you cannot speak fluently. Actually, it will be futile. It will not give you any output. So you have to know. Please don't bother examination. But as your examination is knocking at the door, you should have an idea. So I will give you an idea. Suppose there are verbs and tenses. Okay. In verb chapters, I can give you a sentence. Suppose I find him, or I saw him playing in the field. I will underline this playing, and I will tell you to name this verb. Okay. Is it finite verb or is it non-finite verb? Okay. This may be one kind of question. Even I can tell you, okay, write down the classifications of verbs with one example each. Clear? So for verbs and tenses, I can do it, or I can set such type of questions, or a teacher can set such type of questions. Okay. For tenses, I can give you one sentence and I can tell you that please find out what tense does it indicate. Okay. Or so I can give you one sentence and I can tell you to transform this sentence into another tense. Suppose I can tell you I'm writing. Okay, convert this sentence I'm writing to past continuous tense. Then you will write down, okay, I was writing. This may be one kind of sentence, or even I can tell you, okay, write down 12 structures of tenses and write down one examples with these 12 structures. Clear? Or I can tell you another thing, that is, I can give you a sentence like this. I have do the work. I can tell you, please correct this sentence. Okay? Then there are phrases and clauses. I can give you some sentences and I can underline some words and I can tell you, or I can ask you, or I'll ask you, please name this group of words. Then you will tell that this is prepositional clause, or this is noun phrase, or this is verb phrase, or this is adjective phrase, whatever. Okay. Or I can tell you, please define what is phrase and give classifications of phrases and clauses. I can also tell you, please mention the main differences of phrase and clauses. Clear?
Sir, with due respect, I want to ask you a single question.
Sure.
That is, can you give us the assurance that you will provide us some suggestion which has been written in the paper? Yeah, I know that we should not bother about examination as per you said that, but it also true, you know, what in our country without scoring a big, without scoring a nice or a splendid CG, we are not supposed a good student like in our country. So we are just seeking to you that if you can give us some suggestion like it has been written in the paper, it will be more fruitful to us. I think so.
Written suggestion.
Yes, sir.
There won't be any suggestion. The suggestion, what I am telling you, there is the suggestion. The suggestion, there is no suggestion. The syllabus is your suggestion. I'm telling you about the question pattern. Okay. As you are the first batch of this new syllabus, okay, that's why I cannot suggest you that please follow the previous questions, because you don't have any previous questions.
Yes,
what I found in the syllabus, this is the first time the syllabus has been changed and you are going to appear at the new syllabus. Okay, so for basic English, I told you the question, this type of question you have to face it, and there are sentence construction, that is there are fragments, there are run-on sentences, there are comma, splices. Okay, these things are quite new in your syllabus, and that's why I think you are worried about the question pattern. It's very natural, no problem, but at first you have to know what is fragments. Can anyone tell me what is fragments?
No, sir. I have no idea.
So at first you have to go through your book, then what is fragments, you have to learn it. Can you tell what is run-on sentences?
Sorry, sir.
There is
Can
written run-on sentences. Do you know what is run-on sentences? Hello. Do you listen to me?
yes, sir, but I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Let me tell you something. That is run-on sentence. Fragments means as there is a structure of a sentence. The structure is the first one of the structure is subject, then
Sir.
verb, then a clear idea or object.
Yes, sir.
If I tell you, asked me to do the work, it's a wrong sentence because there are fragments, because there is no subject here. If I told that he asked me to do that, it is a correct sentence because it makes a sense. But when I omitted this subject he, it didn't make any sense. So this is called fragments. Okay, suppose I tell you, I'm telling you, he football. Here something is omitted. Can you tell me what is omitted in this sentence?
It's verb, sir. Verb is omitted.
Yes, here verb is omitted. He played football. So this is called fragment. Okay, when you split, when you omit a necessary part of a sentence, that is called fragment. So fragment is a blunder. We cannot omit the basic things, that is subject, verb, or a complete sense or a complete idea. Suppose if I tell you, he sang. So it doesn't clearly express a sense. But if I tell that he sang a song, then it gives a clear idea. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that is also fragment. So when we don't use all the parts of a structure, this is fragment. And there is run on. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir, we can listen.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sorry, sir.
Now listen, run on. What is run on? Suppose Rakib played football. It's a clause. It's a sentence. Rakib played football. I didn't give any full stop or any punctuation mark or any connectors. Okay. Without giving anything, I'm again writing that Rakib played football. Al-Amin played cricket. Rakib played football. Al-Amin played cricket. I didn't use any punctuation mark or any connector between these two sentences. Then will it be correct?
No, sir. I think.
No. But if I tell this, Rakib played football, then I have given full stop, and Al-Amin played cricket, then this is correct. Okay. Or Rakib played football and Al-Amin played cricket. This is correct. I have used here connectors. So this is called run on. So when two clauses are connected with punctuation or connector, this is called run on. Okay.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Now there is comma splices. What is comma splices? Suppose Rakib played football and Al-Amin played cricket. This is a sentence. There is no punctuation mark. But if we use here Rakib played football comma, and Alamin played cricket. That is called comma splices. So what is comma splices? Comma splices is you will use comma, clear, and a connector together. But in our country, I found in most of the books, what book you read in our country, they don't use comma before this compound connectors. Compound connectors means and but or. Do you find any comma before and but or? I think you don't. So this is grammatically wrong. But if you read the English newspapers of other country, if you read the English books of other country, you will find that, or if you read the IELTS books provided by Cambridge University, you will find that before and but or they use comma. You have to use comma before and but or if there is a clause after and but or. Clause means subject and finite verb. Suppose Raki played football. This is a clause. Alamin played cricket. This is a clause because there is subject, Alamin. There is finite verb, played. Then cricket. So if I tell Raki played football and Alamin played cricket, so there is an independent clause after this and. Okay. So if there is clauses, not phrase, then you have to use comma before that. Compound connectors. Clear. So I think our time is over for today. My suggestion is to you, that is, if you read, okay, these things, verb test, okay, just number one, my homework is, as your examination is knocking at the door, question number one, or item number one in your syllabus, you will read everything from there. Suppose if I give you fragments, I will omit, or I will give a gap in place of subject. Then you will put a subject over there, like finding us. Clear? If I tell you to use run on, then I will give two sentences. Raki played football. I will not give any punctuation mark in between the two sentences. Alamin played cricket. You will put comma splices or full stop or a connector over there. Okay, just like correction. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
if I said questions from phrase and clauses, okay, I will underline some parts of the sentence, and I will tell you to name the phrase or clause of that underlined portion. Clear?
Got it, sir.
Okay. So if you have ideas, all these things, I can ensure that the question pattern will not hamper you. Clear? But please have idea, or please get idea about these topics, verb tenses, whole idea, about phrase and clauses, about run-on fragments, parallelism. Okay. So your homework is to know everything about portion number or part number 1. Clear?
Sorry, sir, again.
In the syllabus,
Yes,
there are several parts. Okay?
Okay.
You will learn everything about part number 1, that is basic English or
Do you
basic
think,
grammar.
sir? Do you think, sir, we will get enough time to recover it? As per we said, this is the very concern matter that exam is knocking at our door. Do you think we will get enough time to recover it? What you as per said, whole thing.
It is knocking at the door. It is September, and September is running out. And in early October, you have to sit for the examination. I think particularly 2nd of October, you will sit for the examination. So the time is very limited. Why didn't you knock me before? It's actually, what should I say? It's not fair. You should have knocked me before. Okay? So you just get an idea what can I do, that is get an idea about this topic. I will try to set very simple questions which you can answer. Clear? And if you want, no, I should not give you any dummy question. Okay, just prepare yourself, get ideas about these topics. Clear? As your examination is knocking at the door, you still have time. If it is from 2nd of October, today is 20th of September, you are 12 days in your hand. Please work hard or read more within these 12 days. Just at first complete question number 1 or portion number 1, basic English. If you have ideas about it, I can ensure that the question will be very simple. You can answer.
Okay, sir. Got it.
So I think it's enough for today. And I'm going to send you my email address. In our next class, you will try to send me the link in that email address. Then I will try to use my laptop and I will try to share my screen. Okay.
Yes, definitely. It would be more helpful, sir.
Yeah, if I share my screen and if I can write over there, then I can give you some patterns of the question. So it will be clear to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. It will be helpful.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so no more today. I wish
Thank
you
you,
all the
sir.
best.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum,
Sir.
No problem. Alaikum assalam.
Thank you, sir.